Good morning and welcome to Face the Nation. I'm John Dickerson. There were over 100 arrests in Baton Rouge last night as protesters marched where Alton Sterling was killed by a police officer outside a convenience store. In St. Paul, where Philando Castile was shot and killed after a traffic stop, there were police injuries following clashes with protesters. CBS News correspondent David Begnaud is in Baton Rouge this morning. David?
John, good morning. As the sun rises over the capital city here in Baton Rouge this morning, it is quiet here at the spot where Alton Sterling died at the hands of those two Baton Rouge police officers. But the tension between police and protesters continued here last night, and around the country, similar protests turned violent.
No justice! No peace!
Last night, protesters here in Baton Rouge were defiant, but they weren't violent. They blocked the street in front of Baton Rouge Police Headquarters, and that's when police in riot gear moved in to clear the roadway. Activist DeRay McKesson with the Black Lives Matter movement was arrested for standing in the road after protesters were repeatedly ordered to get out and stay on the grass. In St. Paul, Minnesota, protests continued with some people violently targeting the police. At least 5 St. Paul police officers were injured when protesters hurled rocks, bottles, fireworks, and even bricks. No officer was seriously hurt. Interstate 94 in St. Paul was closed for more than 5 hours. And in New York, around 23 arrests were made in what were mostly peaceful protests. Back here in Baton Rouge, more protests are scheduled for today. DeRay McKesson was booked into the East Baton Rouge Parish Jail and charged with simple obstruction of a highway. John, we're told he may get out of jail sometime later today or early tomorrow morning.
David Begnaud in Louisiana, thanks. DeRay McKesson was scheduled to appear today on this broadcast. He live-streamed his arrest from his phone through social media last night.
Look at them, it's like hundreds. Look at that.
City police, you're under arrest.
What?
Don't fight me. Don't fight me. Don't fight me.
I'm under arrest, y'all.
Back up. I got